wants to admit it or consent to them. Like there's people who you can very obviously tell how their childhood has affected them as an adult, right? There's people where it's more subtle, and they've gone on and they've been they've been successful and they've healed from certain problems and whatever. But on some level, it's still it can't not affect you. How can your parents' relationship and your family dynamics and your child, how can it not affect you?
Right, and that's what we were just talking about. Yeah, it's going to affect you. Absolutely. It's going to affect you in a whole bunch of ways. There are people out there who weren't successful with their marriages, but their parents are extremely successful. And they will point to their parents' success and say, well, that's why my marriage failed, because mom and dad are so perfect. Mom and dad aren't perfect. They work through it. The biggest problem with relationships and marriage, again, the biggest problem with the laws, the way they're set up, is you can just walk away for any reason. No fault divorce. You can't defend against that. You just can't. You cannot defend against that. If you're, I'm the type of guy that if I was married to a very wealthy person, let's say I'm married to a woman, she's worth $200 million. I'm not taking anything from her. If the relationship doesn't work out, I'm leaving. I don't care. I don't want anything from her. I don't want anything. I didn't marry her for her money. I married her because I wanted to be with her. I married her because it's a free play for me. I don't want anything from her. I don't want spousal support. If I got the kids, I don't want child support. I'm not trying to take your house. Because if I met her, she had $100 million. What did I really do to help with that? Did she make another, $100 million while we were together? I don't want anything. I don't want anything. And I don't even want, I'm still going to be in love with the woman. I don't want her to fail. I'm not trying to hurt her in any way. I just don't want to be around anymore. So I'm done. It's cool, baby. I'm moving on. But how many people are like that? Right? I guess people could argue, the red pill will argue that most people, and they're talking about women, most people are out to get you. I don't subscribe to that. But if they are out to get you, shame on you for not vetting them properly. How is it you didn't know they were out to get you, right? 2 years to vet somebody, at least 2 years. It's hard to hide who you are for 2 years. So shame on you. You feel me? So again, I don't have a problem with relationships. If I'm in a relationship and it's like the best relationship I've ever had in my life and only last 6 months, I'm going to be happy I had that 6 months. Perry Davis was talking about that. That's 6 months where I had that bliss. Like, real talk. As a guy who's been in and out of a couple relationships, not many, but I've had a few. And I'm telling you, man, there is no better feeling than to come home to a person that loves you as much as you love them. Like, she got your back, you got her back. Everything is kosher. You feel me? There's no better feeling. There's no better feeling. And if it only lasts 6 months, 6 years, whatever, man, it's still the greatest feeling ever. When it's over, yeah, it's going to hurt. It's gonna hurt, bro. If it does end, it's gonna hurt, man. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. You do something stupid, or she does something stupid. It is what it is. But neither party should be crushed financially because of it, right? You just might wake up one day 6 years later, and she's like, you know what? I just don't love you anymore like I used to. I want out. I didn't cheat on you. I'm not trying to cheat on you. I don't want to be with you anymore like that. Yeah, it's gonna hurt to hear. It's gonna hurt to hear. That sucks. But it shouldn't be a financial component on top of that, in my opinion. Yeah, of course, you got people who, if you guys came together and y'all built something from the ground up, y'all went from 0 to 100 million. Yeah, 50 million goes to her. 50 million. It's only fair, right? That makes sense. If she wants it, 50 million goes to you, baby. We ain't even tripping, right? No need to pay anybody else. But if she comes in there like, I want the whole 100, right now you got to fight. And a lot of that comes from spite, and the laws allow people to attack that way. When it's not even about the money, it's just about, I want to hurt you now. It's just about spite. Like, look, you divorcing me. You mad at me because your emotions are out of whack and you coming after me like this. You see what I mean? It wrecks people. And this is the problem I have with marriage, the laws. Like I said, relationship, marriage, and then the laws. I'm cool with relationships. I'm cool with marriage. And I'm talking about the thumbnail. I'm cool with relationships. I'm cool with marriage. I got a problem with the laws. Let's continue.